Good evening. I'd like to call the City Council meeting to order at 5:00 p.m. City Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Councilmember Gerson.
Present.
Councilmember Kaji.
Present.
Councilmember Lewis.
Present.
Councilmember Matucci.
Here.
Councilmember Sheikh. Councilmember Sheikh is absent at this time. Mayor Pro Tem Kalani.
Present. Okay, before we go into recess for closed session, I notice there are many members of the public here. If you would like to speak prior to City Council recess, and before we go into closed session, I'll allow oral communications. We do have a time-sensitive matter in closed session, so we will allow 30 minutes at 1 minute each to give as many of you as possible the opportunity to speak. Remember, there's also an opportunity to speak in oral session number 1 later on after we come back from closed session. Thank you.
Ready?
All right, we'll go ahead and start with the first speaker. 1 minute, please.
Please accept this letter into the administrative record regarding agenda item 13A. As Torrance residents, we respectfully submit this formal objection to any proposed right of entry agreement allowing construction access through Altaloma Park for the proposed Cali Mobile Home Park solar development. While California law strongly supports solar development, neither the California Solar Rights Act nor related state solar policies exempt the city from compliance with the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, or the Brown Act when considering separate discretionary approvals involving public land and park access. Based on the publicly available information, we believe the city faces substantial legal and procedural risks if the project proceeds without further public review and environmental analysis. First, there are serious CEQA concerns regarding potential piecemealing project approvals. The proposed solar development appears fundamentally dependent upon the city authorization to use Altaloma Park as the only practical access route to the landlocked project site. Without park access, the project itself may not be feasible.
Accordingly, this raises substantial questions regarding whether the proposed ROE agreement constitutes an integral component of the overall project under CEQA that must be evaluated together with the already approved amendment to the open space easement to accommodate solar and the required permitting of the solar project by the California Department of Housing and Community Development. California courts have consequentially held that CEQA requires agencies to evaluate the whole of an action rather than segmenting interconnected approvals into smaller components that may avoid full environmental review. See Laurel Heights Improvement versus Regents of University of California, 1988. Banning Ranch Conservancy versus the City of Newport Beach, 2012. We are also concerned that the project documentation referenced in the city's August 19, 2025 Planning Commission staff report relies heavily on conceptual plans that do not fully define the final construction access route through Altaloma Park or clearly identify the ultimate placement of certain ancillary project infrastructure near residential areas. Under CEQA, environmental review should occur before discretionary commitments are made and while meaningful alternatives and mitigation measures remain available for consideration. Second, there are substantial questions regarding whether any claimed CEQA exemption.
Thank you.
Second, there are substantial questions regarding whether any claimed CEQA exemption adequately accounts for the unusual circumstances associated with this project site and access configuration. Altaloma Park serves an established neighborhood and cannot only be accessed through a single narrow driveway that also functions as parking for 12 vehicles. It is not a thoroughfare. Construction undoubtedly will interfere with residents' ability to access the park. Construction access associated with a 700-panel commercial-scale solar installation could involve heavy equipment, worker traffic, material deliveries, and repeated construction vehicle trips through active public recreation areas adjacent to playgrounds, pedestrian activity, and nearby homes. These circumstances raise legitimate concerns regarding traffic and circulation impacts, temporary park disruption, pedestrian and child safety, emergency vehicle access, noise, construction-related impacts, and cumulative neighborhood effects.
Given these unusual site constraints and proximity conditions, I respectfully question whether reliance on a categorical exemption without further environmental analysis is appropriate under CEQA guidelines and related case law under Beverly Hills Preservation versus City of Berkeley 2015. We also want to emphasize the importance of maintaining proper Brown Act boundaries during closed session. We understand the California law permits closed session discussions regarding price and terms of payment associated with real property negotiations. However, broader environmental, traffic, public safety, construction routing, park use, and neighborhood impact issues associated with allowing construction access through Altaloma Park remain matters of substantial public concern that warrant discussions in open session. Transparency is crucial at this time because the public trust in the city council has been lost. Despite 3 levels of staff recommending to deny,
Despite the 3 levels of staff recommending to deny the change to the open space easement to accommodate solar, the council approved it 5-2. While we concede that there is not evidence of direct campaign contributions from John Saunders, the Orange County-based owner of Skyline Mobile Home Park, to certain Torrance City Council members, there is a clear paper trail of contributions made by Mr. Saunders to an organization that funded certain political PACs that ultimately donated to these council members. And, disturbingly, the appeal letter from Mr. Saunders' attorney, Gregory Powers, of the Jackson Titus Law Corporation, stated in his appeal letter to the city dated June 4, 2025, that it is undisputed that the proposed solar project is intended to serve the Skyline Mobile Home Park and its residents. It is an understatement to say that this is a misrepresentation of the proposed solar project.
Under questioning by Councilman Sheik, the August 19, 2025 public hearing project representative Mike Becerra acknowledged that, in fact, the electricity generated would instead be exported to the grid for profit while offsetting electrical consumption in an accounting sense that the Skyline Mobile Home Park residents would not and could not receive any discounts to their electric rates. He did not share any other details of how this project would benefit the residents. This misrepresentation has the public questioning what other deceptive maneuvers have been deployed to get this project built. By submitting this letter, we respectfully request that the city postpone approval of any proposed ROE agreement pending additional public review.
Publicly clarify whether the city considers the ROE agreement part of the overall project for CEQA purposes, provide additional transparency regarding construction access, traffic safety, and park use impacts, and ensure that all discretionary approvals related to the project are evaluated in a coordinated, transparent, legally defensible manner. Thank you for your consideration of all these concerns.
Good evening. I live a few blocks from Altaloma Park. One of the primary reasons I bought my home was because of access to the park. I have 2 young children. We do not want to see a road go through the park. In addition, given that there's pending litigation, the residences of Rolling Hills Country Club Owners Association v. Chadmar Coffin Rolling Hills LLC filed March 20th, 2026 in Los Angeles County Superior Court venue Torrance Courthouse. We feel that anything done to the slope would be in violation of what's going on in this litigation, this pending litigation. So everything should remain status quo as is, given this pending litigation. Also, under the Brown Act in California, there are some statutory exceptions to closed-door sessions, but any discussions about ROE or the park or easements to the park should be in the public forum. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jamie Hauk, and I'm a homeowner and a mom in Hillside neighborhood. Altaloma Park is a treasure to our neighborhood. While so many parks are unclean and unsafe, Altaloma remains a safe park where moms can meet up for playdates and let our kids play freely. With a small gated entrance, we can let our kids play without the fear of them running into a busy street, wandering off park property, or worrying about a stranger whisking them away. The path is where our kids have learned to ride their scooters and bikes and where my husband runs our dog. The solar project would take away from the safety of this park and would prevent us from enjoying the activities that make our Hillside neighborhood so special.
My name is Tim Hauk. This is my family, and I live in the Hillside neighborhood, walking distance to Altaloma Park. I also work as a residential realtor with Berkshire Hathaway, and I have kids who have enjoyed Altaloma Park since they were babies with amazing family memories here, including some core memories like my child's first steps. This project will deter future homebuyers from pursuing homes in our neighborhood and decrease the appeal and negatively affect resale home values for current homeowners. When my wife and I first purchased our home, a short walk to a nice, safe, enclosed park was a major factor in our decision to purchase our home, as it adds so much value beyond the walls of our home. With smaller homes in our neighborhood, this park is an incredible space for local families. Any closure, negative alteration, or truck access would be detrimental to homeowners, values of all homes in the neighborhood, and the safety of our kids. Thank you.
Good evening, council members. My name is Duke Adelman. I live just about a half mile away from the park. I'm going to go extempore here, but I'm simply going to say this, that I do urge you to put off making a decision, because look at this. I mean, clearly the people that live near the park are concerned for many valid reasons, and some perhaps not valid, but I wish you would take the time to consider what's being voiced here and really think about the impact that you're going to have, because I go to this park regularly myself, and it's mostly populated by children and parents of young children. All right? So I just urge you to do the right thing. Have a wonderful evening.
My name is Jane Salick. I've lived in the area for over 30 years. It is hard to believe that the Torrance City Council is even contemplating an easement to allow the Saunders Company to run trucks, machinery, and heavy equipment right through Altaloma Park to build their solar farm. This will compromise the safe usage of the park and most likely destroy a portion of this beautiful park while providing absolutely no benefit to the city and its residents. The city of Torrance should adamantly deny this easement. How can our city council members who are elected to support the Torrance community consider such an easement? We have to wonder why our city council would cater to a greedy Orange County-based company rather than protect the citizens of Torrance who elected them. Thank you.
Greetings, City Hall members. Altaloma is our treasure and second home away from home. I want you to look at the children in this room. This is probably a percent of all the children who use this park and love this park. I'm here to plead with you to protect our park, our children, and our community. You, as government officials, are elected. You are elected for this very thing, to represent us. You have a great and weighty responsibility to protect the people who live in this area, and we thank you for that. As the South Bay becomes increasingly crowded, do not let this private deal encroach on another one of our best parks. Parks retain a city's value and provide a safe place for children to play and people, young and old, to gather. Thank you for your time.
This issue is incredibly personal to us, because especially my 5-year-old kid has a hearing difficulty, and then passing vehicles through this park exposes him to tremendous risk, as he cannot always hear the sound oncoming traffic, heavy machinery approaching. So this park is turned into the pathway for the commercial vehicles and industrial equipment. We simply will not feel safe letting our kids play there. Bringing large vehicles and walkers near the bike paths and play areas poses severe safety hazard to all the families who enjoy the public space. So please reconsider this issue. Thank you.
Patty Bogue, 2422 Lofty View Drive since 1985. I'm sure you all remember Frank Scotto, and he told me once that if you look out and you see all these people here, the city council's doing something wrong. I understand about the Brown Act, and it's my understanding that you're putting the cart before the horse. How can you vote and approve on things without us even being able to get information? I want to know who pays for the repairs and increased maintenance and wear and tear on our city's streets that are quiet and secluded with very little outside traffic. I also want to know about increased liability issues for the city, how that affects how much insurance coverage we can get, and what the liabilities are if someone were to be injured. I watch a lot of cop shows on TV, and I learned in the end we must follow the money. What are we going to find? Thank you.
We are being asked to accept construction access through our park for a private solar development. Yet many of the most basic questions remain unanswered. The project hasn't even been officially filed, negotiations are happening behind closed doors, and we are all left in the dark. If heavy cranes and other equipment use Crest Road, which is our neighborhood's only access point, what will that mean for traffic, road damage, and most importantly, the safety of our children and families? How long will Altaloma Park be closed? What hours will construction operate? Where will the equipment actually be stored? And just a reminder that it is our taxpayer dollars who pay for the maintenance of Altaloma, not this private company. So who's responsible for paying the fixing of the park or our roads if they are damaged? And if even a cent of taxpayer money is involved, this must go through a transparent public process where the community can understand exactly what is being proposed and who will bear the costs.
South High School, Spartans, color guard, marching band. My daughter's over there almost every day at the park doing her flags because there's not enough room in our backyard. This is going to be a real pain for us and for her. She's going into 10th grade next year. I'm sure you guys are very proud of South High School. Okay, my name's Carolyn McNerney. I'm a freelance marketing, advertising, and PR specialist. My husband works for Boeing, and he is also a California realtor. He says the property values are going to go down. We're really concerned about this Skyline solar panel project, but mostly, you know, we're at the point where it's almost no return. You guys have already voted on it. It all happened last year, and we didn't even know about it because you only sent letters to people that were within 500 feet of the freaking park.
Thank you, ma'am.
My name is Jennifer Volbrecht, and I urge you to reject any easement through Altaloma Park for this private solar development. I support solar energy. I have solar on my own house, but it's not about being against solar. It's about protecting a public park that serves as a refuge for our entire community. The park is where children can play and run because it's fully enclosed. Families gather for Easter egg hunts and Mother's Day celebrations. It's where neighbors walk in the evenings and listen to the owls coming from the gulch. But it sits on the edge of a gulch, on the edge of the canyon, and parts of it are already showing signs of instability. What's going to happen there needs to have environmental implications studied. What concerns me most is that the residents are only hearing about the need for access through the park after the project was approved. A private developer's access problem should not be the public sacrifice of our gem of a park. Please protect this park, require full transparency, and reject the...
Good evening. My name is Grace Gerlach, and I go to South High School. I've lived next to Altaloma Park my entire life, and since I was born, this park has been a part of my childhood and part of who I am. I remember racing my sisters down the hill on my bike and seeing who could finish a lap faster, and I remember climbing trees, and which my favorite is right next to where access may be granted to build this solar farm. To many people, this park may look just like another piece of land, but to me and families in this community, it is a place where children grow up, where memories and friendships are made that last. That is why I'm concerned about allowing access associated with this project near a place that is designed for children and families. Kids are always running around the corner, riding bikes, and playing without constantly thinking about potential hazards around them. This is about protecting a community park and ensuring that safety remains the top priority. I believe if Skyline owns the property and wants solar panels on this field, their only option should be access through their own.
Hello, my name is Claire Gerlach. I wanted to take this time and share with you the significance of Altaloma Park throughout the years as it has served as a playground for me, a safe space, a place to clear my mind from the chaos of everyday life. My earliest memories I remember are learning how to ride a bike without training wheels down the big hill, as we like to call it, or playing handball with my sisters against the wall to the meeting building. In middle school, I remember teaching the neighborhood kids how to catch lizards, and I remember chasing them around the playground pretending to be a monster. I remember going to high school where I became faced with more time-consuming activities and being unable to visit the park as frequently. Yet, I remember feeling comforted each time I chose to take a break and walk a lap at the park because I would see those same children and many more with lizards in their hands and a smile on their faces. So what I'm trying to say is that this park deserves our care for all the ways in which it has cared for me and so many others. The park has shaped me into the person I am today, and so I wish to protect and cherish it. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Elijah Pearson, and I go to South High School. Growing up, I always enjoyed being able to walk to the park and play with my friends. We would have picnics, play on the equipment, and run all around the park. It was a place where I felt safe and my parents felt safe sending me. And as a teenager, it was my first instance of true independence as I was allowed to play without supervision. This is why I am concerned about the project and its impact on our park. With the introduction of heavy construction equipment, increased vehicle traffic, and possible closures leads us to question the guarantees of safety that our public parks hold. I want parents to be confident sending their children to their park, and I want the children to remain safe. It is simply not common sense to allow such a project to continue. Thank you for your time, and I hope you join the fight to save Altaloma Park.
Good evening, members of the City Council. I am here to persuade you to reject the proposed easement of Altaloma Park. My name is Sarah Cooper, and I'm a high schooler. It's finals week for me, and I could be studying for the finals I have tomorrow. But I'm not. I'm here, right now, fighting for my park. And I'm not the only one. Each and every person has a life of their own, and we all could have decided to be apathetic. But we're not. Instead, we're all here, putting our hearts and souls into speeches to try and persuade the council to spare Altaloma Park. But no matter how hard we plead, it will all be for naught if you allow apathy to cloud your judgment. I understand that apathy is a great way to make decisions on things that don't directly affect you. I do the same in order to create projects and essays for school. However, this is not an essay, nor is this for a school project. This is a decision that will impact the lives of hundreds of people, regardless of what conclusion is reached, and deserves to be treated accordingly. So I ask you, when the time comes for you to vote, to you remember the people who are present today, people who live their own lives and are here fighting for their park, and you make the right decision. Thank you.
Hard act to follow here. Hi, my name is Ann Gerlach, and I've been a resident of Torrance for 25 years. My heart is in Torrance. I raised my 3 daughters here, 2 in South High right now, and I work for Torrance Unified also for 26 years, and recently moved my parents here from Washington State because I love this town. When my husband and I bought our first home in the Hillside neighborhood, we didn't fall in love with the house. We fell in love with Altaloma Park, and that we pictured our future. I could write a novel about what this park has meant to me, raising my daughters, leading a Girl Scout troop in the building, hosting parties, birthday parties, and most recently, prom pictures. Walking the path daily and looking out over the open space to the view of the ocean in Los Angeles has calmed and settled my nerves during stressful times. Meeting and visiting with my neighbors here today, old and young, who were at the park and are now our friends, has enriched my life and feeling of community.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, my name is Dina Zeller Cooper. Good evening, members of the City Council. I'm a longtime resident and property owner here in Torrance. I'm standing before you tonight to urge you from the bottom of my heart to reject the proposed easement for Altaloma Park. Altaloma is not a plot of land on a map. It is a quiet, peaceful soul of our neighborhood. It is one of the main reasons I and many of my neighbors chose to buy a home here. Unlike busier parks, Altaloma has a secluded charm. Every single day you can watch our elderly neighbors walking the paths and our children playing freely on the grass. But this easement threatens to change all that. If you approve this, you are inviting heavy trucks, maintenance crews, noise, and pollution into a sanctuary. I ask you, how can parents feel safely let their kids explore and play when heavy equipment is operating right next to their playground? This project does not benefit our community. It favors an outside developer at the expense of people who actually live here. It will destroy mature trees, disrupt local wildlife, and compromise the privacy and security of homes bordering the park.
Good evening. My name is Martin Shen, and my wife and I live directly across
from Altaloma Park. And we've been fortunate for 20 years to have this wonderful park really close by. And Claire, our neighbor that had mentioned learning how to ride her bike here when she was a kid, reminds me of all of our nieces and nephews over the years that have done the same there, used the swings, learned to ride bikes. And, we see all the people in the neighborhood going there every day, from young people to older people, those walking their dogs. So again, you have a special power here to help save the park. So we hope that you use it wisely to help. You can see how much this means to everyone here. And I think the only safe way to have that kind of construction equipment in that kind of a area would be to close the park off completely for certain periods, which would be really a shame. So again, please use your power to help save our park. Thank you.
My name is Samuel Potash. I'm here to speak against any construction planned in Altaloma Park that does not directly benefit our Torrance children. I'm a Torrance homeowner residing in the Hillside neighborhood. I've lived in Hillside for 5 years with my wife and my 2 toddlers. I've lived in Torrance most of my life, so I've paid pretty much all of my local taxes here in this city. I went to Cali Mayor and South High, and I'm now a senior engineer at one of our prime defense contractors here in the South Bay. I, like other citizens here, are extremely busy, and although I'm not being paid to be here, it's my civic duty to participate and speak out when there's an injustice. Ironically, you are being paid to be here, and I expect you to do your job and fight injustice rather than succumbing to the weight of private industry. Altaloma is our neighborhood park. Those of you with children can understand. Bathrooms are subpar, the sidewalk is cracked, playground's been broken for years. We're still waiting for that. Nothing's been done, okay? I expect you to do that before you put...
Sir. Thank you, sir. We'll have about 4 more speakers. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Wendy Macbeth, and I've been a resident of Torrance for over 50 years, and specifically a resident of the Hillside area for the past 30 years. My husband and I have raised our triplet girls, +1, across the street from Altaloma Park. When I was a young mom, Altaloma Park was a perfect place to take my daughters to play. It was safe, one way in, one way out, quiet, very neighborhood friendly. We've enjoyed watching 4th of July fireworks from the park, having birthday parties on the picnic benches, hosting park playdates with friends. We've witnessed fellow neighbors do the same. Torrance residents outside our neighborhood have also taken advantage of our quiet little park. It's a safe place for kids to run and play. We are now grandparents and have taken our grandson to Altaloma. He loves it as much as we do. With all this being said, I hope it's obvious to you that we love our park. We love our neighbors and the community we are blessed to be a part of. So when I heard it was the safe use of our park was being compromised, I wanted to speak up. I want to ask that you...
Thank you.
Good evening. Hopefully not after 26 people speaking of the same topic, that you guys are just not hearing wow, 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 wow up there. As you can see, this is a serious matter for the residents of the Hillside community. I've raised my 3 kids in that park, birthday parties, meetings, whatever. That park is very important to the people of Hillside. My only request is have the city even check alternate access to that place. It's just not Altaloma Park. It's border with Rolling Hills Estates. Why can't you guys use that access? They have more money. They can pay you guys if they have to give that access road, but not the park. Come on, guys. It's 1 in, 1 out of that park. Have you guys even visited the park? Right? So that's the question. That's 1 in, 1 out. You're going to have 18-wheelers, maintenance trucks. It's not feasible. You got people coming down the hill, you got trucks coming.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Stella Okoro, and I have lived here for 22 years now and counting. So I remember when we moved in, my husband, the park is one of the things that made us to move here. And today, I was able to go around the park with my son, who is 22 years now, and he was able to tell me all the memories that he had there. Going up the hill to ride the bike, he was like, "Mom, remember when we were going up the hill, I was not able to go up. You have to push me to help me." So these are all memories. And we also have, like all of my speakers have said, grandparents, friends, birthday parties. So what will happen when this easement starts now? Will there be a closure, or times that we will have access to the park and times that we will not be having the access to the park. And I also
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to express serious concern regarding the Skyline Solar Panel project. I live only a few blocks away from Alta Loma, and I'm here as a parent of 2 kids that are here in the crowd. My children don't know Alta Loma as a parcel or an access point. They know it as a place they go to meet friends, celebrate birthday, and learn how to ride their bikes like other people said. They know it as a safe place, a happy place, a place that belongs to them and us as a community. Tonight, I'm asking you to stop for a second and think, and seriously consider if this project and this request are truly in the best interest of our community and our city. And most important, please help us save the park. That's the most important, and that's why everyone is here. See how many people are here.
Hello, I promise to be quick. I don't live here. I live across Crenshaw in Country Hills. And we have De Portola, which I have seen several coyotes, and I've never seen a coyote in Altaloma. I know it as Koa Park because my daughter's dog is Koa and I take him there. And he's an anxious dog, but when he goes to Altaloma, he really enjoys it. I've lived in Torrance for 61 years. I've voted every vote except twice. Once because I moved and another time because I was working. I would like to know who voted for this. Because when I vote next time, I won't vote for you. So if you would raise your hands so I know who you are and what you stand for, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
First of
gonna
all,
let the
thank you
last
very
two
much
people
for
go.
having us. So I came here today as a resident of Hillside, but I also came here as a parent. More specifically, I brought my kids here today to stand up, so I can teach them to stand up and protect the things that they care about most. This park is important to all of us. Our kids grew up in this park. We all have lots of memories here. I'm less concerned about protecting the property value, and I'm more concerned about protecting our memories. As you vote, I need you to consider 2 things. 1, are you okay with being responsible for taking away the opportunity to create new memories? And 2, if you are, do you expect us to take it, or do you expect us to continue to fight for what matters, including considering how some of you no longer deserve to be in the chair you are today? I'm looking at you specifically, Jerry Grayson.
This will be the last speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Serene Hub, and my family lives very close to the park. Everyone benefits from the park. The solar panel only benefits one person. One of the reasons we bought our house was because it's next to this wonderful park. The parks should never be taken away, and the access to it should always be safe. The people don't want to see their park turned into a construction site. My sons love the park, and every day my 3-year-old son asks me, "Mommy, is it time to go to the park to play with my friends?" Why should anybody take these wonderful childhood memories away from him and all the kids who enjoy it? Our neighborhood strongly disagree with this. Thank you.
Thank you. This concludes this oral session. Councilmember Gersom, you had comments?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem. So the chamber doesn't fill up very often, and before closed session, extremely rare. And in District 6, in the short time that I've been here, the 2 years I've been here, the only time that the chamber has filled up with District 6 people, it has all been related to Skyline Mobile Home Park. Many of the people here know, and many others do not. The mobile home owners, not the park owner, who is John Saunders, but the mobile home owners have come into this chamber many times and have sought help. And And as you heard one of the members speak, who's very well informed, the last time there was a vote that related to Skyline, it was a 2-5 vote. And Councilmember Shake has been the only council member to vote with me every time in defense of the residents who live in District 6. And so now here we are. This time, I'm hoping that since it's not mobile homeowners versus mobile home park owner, but that we have an entire neighborhood of people who are Torrance landowners, I'm hoping that I will not say Mayor Pro Tem, I will say our Mayor-elect, Kalani, will help us and guide us into this next era. And that when the deliberation does come, that the homeowners of District 6 will be first thought on this issue and any issue related. So I want to thank, I especially want to thank Linda Dreyer. Yes, please give her a hand. So people know, especially the council, to be very careful to not break any of the rules around the Brown Act or closed session. I was actually saying prayers, hoping that someone who lived on the hillside would notice closed session last time, and it was Linda Dreyer who noticed and who immediately reached out to me, and the relief. And so I've attended a couple meetings with you, and as you all know, I've been very careful to not violate the Brown Act and still help as much as I can. And there's still so much information that we don't know because we haven't had the closed session item yet. And so a lot of the questions you're asking are questions that I can guarantee you will be asked. And I hope that when we come out, that your request, whether it's to not approve or it's to postpone until the HCD at least has something on file, that I know from personal experience that any promises I get made by the owners of Mobile Home Park, by the owners of Skyline Mobile Home Park, can change and will probably change until such time as it's put in writing to the HCD. So all of your concerns are legitimate, and I feel all of them. And I commend you. It is one of the most organized community presentations that we've seen. And I thank you, and to the gentleman in the back row who called me out. Just so you know, when I ran, John Saunders was giving money to support my opponent, and I have never received any money from him. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. The council will now recess to close session to confer with the city manager and city attorney on the agenda matters listed under 13A, real property, conference with real property negotiator, 13B, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation, and 13C, conference with labor negotiator. A closed session on these matters is authorized by California Government Code sections 54956.8, 54956.9D1, and 54957.6. We will return after closed session. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay, good evening. We will now reconvene our city council meeting at 6:32 p.m. I want to welcome everyone joining us in the council chamber this evening, as well as those watching remotely. We have been in closed session. City Manager, do we have any actions to report?
Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem. No actions to report. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to item number 2, flag salute and invocation. We honor those who make it possible for us to be here today. If there is anyone here in the audience who is on active duty or a military veteran, please stand, raise your hand so we can recognize you. Thank you, and if you could remain standing and everyone else join us, Councilmember Matucci will do the flag salute with Councilmember Lewis doing our invocation.
For those of you on the dais, the flags are on the corner. All right, ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Gracious God, we come before you in gratitude for our city and its leaders. In the wake of a contentious election, we ask for your guidance, your wisdom, and peace. Unite our leaders with a shared vision for the common good and grant them with the strength to serve with integrity, humility, and compassion. Heal divisions within our community and inspire all of us to work together for justice, fairness, peace, and prosperity. May your love and light guide us forward. Amen.
Thank you to both of you. Moving on to item number 3, announcements of withdrawn, deferred, and/or supplemental items.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Madam Chaparian, City Manager. There are supplemental materials available online on the city website at torranceca.gov for the following items. Item 8F, finance to accept appropriate LA World Cup 2026 Safety and Security Grant Programs Subrecipient Award and authorize the city manager to execute the grant agreement and related documents. 9C, from City Manager to conduct public hearing, adopt categorical exemption under California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA, and adopt pipeline franchise ordinance. Item 10C, from Historic Preservation Commission and Community Development, to conduct public workshop on proposed amendment to Historic Preservation Plan, adopt amended Historic Preservation Plan, and discuss and consider amending the Torrance Municipal Code. And lastly, I'd like to welcome our new Public Works Director, Alvin Papa, to the City of Torrance. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to item 4, I'll take a motion to waive further readings of resolutions and ordinances after any numbers and titles.
So moved.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried with Mayor Chen absent.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 5, council committee meetings and staff announcements. Mr. Sheikh, Councilmember Sheikh, would you might be able to be available to read the Transit World Cup?
Sure. I'll be honored to. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I'm thrilled to share that Torrance Transit, LA Metro, and other regional transit partners will operate direct service to the World Cup matches this summer. This service offers fans a safe, reliable, and inexpensive ride to cheer for their favorite soccer team. The service will operate directly from the Mary Kay Giordano Regional Transit Center to Los Angeles Stadium, also known as SoFi Stadium, for all 8 World Cup matches. Service will begin approximately 3 to 4 hours before kickoff. Price is just $1.75 per person, and parking is free and available on a first-come, first-served basis. Parking is limited at the Regional Transit Center. Therefore, carpooling or using rideshare is highly encouraged. Riders can also use Connect Torrance micro-transit service. New users of Connect Torrance receive their first 6 rides free when booking through the Connect Torrance app. Return service runs up to 2 hours after the match ends. Buses will drop off and pick up riders at Last Lot S, located on Arbor, Vitae, and District Drive. It is about a 5 to 10-minute walk to and from the stadium. For more information, please visit transit.torrance.gov. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilmember. And Councilmember Lewis, would you like to talk to us about Kick It in downtown Torrance?
Absolutely. FIFA 2026. The anticipation is almost over as big things are coming to downtown Torrance this weekend. We are teaming up with LO Metro and the Downtown Torrance Association to bring you the beautiful World Cup games right to our streets. Mark your calendars for Saturday, June 13th and Saturday, June 13th and Saturday, July 11th. The city will be hosting 2 massive days of soccer watch parties and youth clinics. Coming up on Saturday, June 13th from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., Sartori Street and El Prado Avenue will transform into a vibrant soccer fan zone, packed with food for purchase, community booths, public art, and a massive watch party area. Then on Sunday, July 11th, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., El Prado Park will be the hub for our youth soccer clinics, giving our local kids a chance to learn new skills and get active. Registration is required to attend each watch party and youth soccer clinic session, and space is filling up fast, so don't wait. There is a clear bag policy, so be sure to check out the rules and restrictions before arriving to the watch parties. Go to torranceca.gov/kickitdowntown to sign up. We will see you all there.
Thank you. And finally, Councilmember Matucci, please talk to us about wireless emergency alert.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. In preparation of the upcoming FIFA World Cup, Alert South Bay, a regional emergency alert and notification platform, will conduct a live wireless emergency alert tomorrow, Wednesday, June 10th at 1 p.m. Pacific Time. While Torrance Alerts, the city's primary mass notification system, would activate in the event of an emergency in Torrance. If a regional disaster or emergency were to occur in neighboring communities, Alert South Bay would activate. Alert South Bay serves as an integrated, cross-jurisdictional public alert and warning notification system for 15 South Bay cities. The Wireless Emergency Alert System, or WEA, is an essential part of our emergency preparedness, enabling authorized agency to disseminate crucial information about dangerous weather to missing children and other critical situations. Authorized public safety officials send WEA alerts through the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA's Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, or IPAWS, to participating wireless carriers, which then push the alerts to compatible mobile devices in the affected area. The purpose of the test is part of ongoing regional preparedness and alert and warning coordination efforts to ensure the continued effectiveness of WEA when warning the public about emergency ahead of the World Cup.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
City Clerk Poirier.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to remind the public that election signs are temporary signs, and per our municipal code, they must be removed within 14 days of the election. The signs may not be recycled. They need to go into the regular trash bin. However, the wire frames the signs reside on can be put in your recycle bin. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to Community Matters, City Clerk. May we have the number and title for 6A, please?
Yes, Your Honor. This is resolution number 2026-48, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Police Captain James Titteriga upon his retirement from the city after 30 years of service.
Councilmember Lewis.
Make a motion to approve resolution number 2026-48.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carries with Mayor Chen absent.
6B, please.
This is resolution number 2026-49 for adoption only, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Police Captain Mark Underwood upon his retirement from the city after 26 years of service.
So moved.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carries with Mayor Chen absent.
6C.
This is resolution number 2026-50, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Administrative Services Manager Christy Witherspoon upon her retirement from the city after 22 years of service.
Motion that we adopt resolution number 2026-50.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carried with Mayor Chen absent.
Thank you. And 6D.
This is resolution number 2026-51, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Torrance, California, honoring Services Officer Kyle Woodson upon his retirement from the city after 20 years of service.
Motion to adopt resolution number 2026-51.
Second.
Start voting, please. Your Honor, that motion carries with Mayor Chen absent.
Thank you, everyone.
Mayor
We'll-
Pro Tem, if we can take a 5-minute break, please. We're having some camera issues. It's freezing right now, so if we could please take a quick break.
Okay, absolutely.
Restart the system.
5-minute break.
Thank you. Thank you.